My friends, my fellow Rotarians, welcome to the first meeting of the Rotary Club of Washington, D.C. for Rotary Year 2024 to 2025. And I'm Bob Schott. And good Lord willing, I'll be your president for the next year. And we'll have a lot of fun together. So I'm here to tell you about the coming Rotary year. What are we going to do? So I do not have a principal plan, a program that I really want to put out, but a concept. I want this club to be out in the neighborhood more. I want us to be more connected to the Washington, D.C. community at large. And I want the Washington, D.C. community to be more connected to us. There are various ways we can do that, various ways we can reach out. But I think that exposure is good for the club. It's good for the community. And I am looking to all of you to come to me and to come to this club with ways for us to get out into the community more. The Red Line cocktail hours, the involvement with local schools, with Interact clubs, with the community in general. We really need to do more and more of that, and to find out ways we can get ourselves out into the community. You know, it's not just the grants that we do, the community service grants. That's some good exposure, but we can get more out of that in the way of exposure. Letting the community know in a broader sense, more broadly, that we are making these grants to the local community and to the NGOs in the city. So I really, my intention is to keep on keeping on, to continue with the programs that we've got, just to run them down one more time. The community service grants, international service grants, Trees for the Capital, Great Patrol, Rotaract clubs, Interact clubs, Career Fair, Walter Reed Bingo, Rotary Youth Leadership Awards, Disaster Relief, Rotary Youth Exchange Program, the programs for foster youth in the city. We're going to continue those in my administration and do more as you all come up with some great ideas on how we can do more. I'd like to take the opportunity to introduce, if I may, to the extent that you all haven't already met them, the folks that are a part of this year's administration, if you will. So the immediate past president, of course, you know, Lisa Cohen, president-elect and vice president this year, Mr. Donald Shaw. Our secretary, who needs no introduction, May O'Brien, has continued her services for another year. Treasurer Yafith is not here. Oh, that's too bad. But he's our new treasurer, and Yafith is, he's already showing a great affinity for the job. Dr. Sam Hancock is staying on as our sergeant at arms. Right. And Kenny Barnes, he is our deputy sergeant at arms. You don't want to mess with Kenny. Lisa McCurdy, our ombudsman. And the, what is this? We have a classifications chair for the committee, the classifications committee, Pat Kavanaugh. Did I see Pat? No, all right. Anyway, Pat's great. He's been contributing to this club for many years and contributes well. The club history and archiving, Monica Smith. Sterling, programs committee and weekly raffle.
All right, Sterling.
Sterling Hoffman. The lead of our hospitality committee, That would be Balraj Gupta. Balraj, good to see you. I'm glad you're here, Balraj. And greeters, is Elizabeth Jeffries here? No. Elizabeth Jeffries is going to lead up our greeters and greet. That's a real key position in this club. Past President's Council is led by past president Marilyn Nevy Cruz. Thank you, Marilyn. And Marilyn is backed up by all the past presidents. Officer and board nominations, past president, immediate past president, Lisa Cohen. Our finance committee is led by past president Lynn Hollick. The club newsletter was vacant. I thought we had somebody to cover the newsletter. There are a number of folks, new folks in this club who are involved in public relations and marketing and that sort of thing. I think helping to put out the newsletter in this club would be ideal for someone in that with that background, that future. Public Image Committee, which covers our website, social media, etc. We need someone to take up that flag as well. The Club Foundation Annual Appeal is going to be Pat Cavanaugh, past president Pat Cavanaugh, and past president Marilyn Cruz will be backing Pat up. The board of the Rotary Foundation of Washington, D.C. is headed by past president Marilyn Cruz as well. Membership development, Brian Blum. Brian's wearing a few hats this Rotary year, and thank you, Brian, for that. Care Committee, Nancy Riker. Nancy, you've been doing such a fantastic job in that continually, and I'm so glad that you've... Fellowship events, University Club Happy Hour. Irene, where's Irene? She's here. Irene, I tried to call you the other day. You want to keep doing that? I don't mean to put you on the spot, but I'm putting you on the spot. Okay, good. We've got the Embassy and International Relations Committee. That's Charlotte Jones Carroll, backed up by Mark Wilson and David Klaus. Charlotte, did I see you here? Thank you all. That's an extremely important committee for this club, and I'm really glad that we've got some top folks steering it for us. Octavian will be heading up our Global Grant Scholars and Peace Fellowships program. Thank you, Octavian. And Rotary Foundation of Rotary International, you've already gotten the pitch from Brian this morning or this afternoon. And thank you for that, Brian. Career Fair, Donnie, you're still doing the Career Fair. I think that's your thing, isn't it? Thank you for that. That's very important. And in terms of programs that get us out into the community where we ought to be in the community and reaching out, that's a good one. That's a big one. Thank you. Dictionary project, Tuya. Getting started with that, and yeah, I hope that's going well for you. Getting what you need. And there are a lot of committees. This is a really active club. You all know that I was president of another club previously twice. I think we had a dozen members or so. I mean, you couldn't put this many committees in a club like that. Everyone would have to. Anyway, ours is an extremely active and very productive club, and all of these committees, which keep going and keep producing and keep doing what we're meant to be doing, it's very good. So Interact, the Czech and Richard Wright programs, Akanshka, Rotaract, the DC and George and Yeah, George Washington, you, Michael Scarrett. Michael, are you not here today? Okay. And Ali Nettles. Ali is not here also either. They are heading up that Rotaract group. The, you know what? Errol's not here today, is he? I have not been able to get in touch with Errol yet about the Rotary Youth Exchange Program. I'm hoping he's going to continue that. So the community service grants, again, is going to be Todd Miller and Elise Egan. Our Peace Initiative Committee is Kenny Barnes, backed up by Donnie Shaw, President-elect Donnie Shaw. The Great Patrol, Leopold Wildenauer. Leopold's not here. The Trees for the Capital is Brian Ingram and backed up by Dr. Sam. And that's you know, if this club has lots to be proud of, planting trees in this city is one of the big ones. We should be very proud of that. And Rotarians for the Equality of Black people. Past president, immediate past president, Lisa Cohen. Good, Lisa. Backed up by Sheldon Ray. And Shelton Williams, not here, but Shelton is running the Walter Reed Bingo. Please, all of you, I want you to know I am looking to you to help me make this a really successful Rotary year for this club. There's another all right. There's another idea I had. The Rotary magazine, we all get the Rotary magazine every month. If there were someone, or if we passed it around, for a Rotarian each meeting to just highlight, give a short summary of an article from the Rotary magazine, not each meeting, each month, give a short summary of an article that they noted that was interesting in the Rotary magazine. I think that would be a nice addition. I'm talking about something, 1 to 2 minutes of highlights of an article that they read. And I can tell you, every month I look at that magazine and I find lots of neat little vignettes, neat little stories. Jerry? All right. Thank you. Please turn your cell phones back on. We are adjourned. Hit it again, Sam. Play it again, Sam.